Hello and welcome to match number 3 for Team India as they lock horns with. Today is the tough challenge against South Africa. After Virat Kohli's stunning finish against Pakistan, Surya Kumar Yadav showed why he is India's most reliable T20 middle order batsman, and it's Team India just going stronger than ever, going from strength to strength. And today is the ultimate clash between India and South Africa. This is the pre-match show, and I, Damini Basu, on behalf of Rev Sports, take extreme delight to welcome my panelists, Boria Mojumdar, Amit Shah, and Joydeep Mukherjee. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining. Boriada and Amit, straight away we'll begin with you. Please give us updates. What's happening? How's the atmosphere? And have fans gathered? What is happening out there?
देखिए दामिनी, आसमान तो साफ है, लेकिन हवा जो है काफी तेज चल रही है, तो जो है वो यहाँ पर मैच आसान नहीं होने वाला। देखिए, जैसे मैंने हवा का नाम लिया, बोरियादार ने जो है वो अपना कैप पहन लिया है, हुडीज पहन लिया, मेरे को भी पहनने बोल रहे हैं क्योंकि काफी जरूरी है।
Amit is asking everybody, do you have a monkey cap? He's asked Alan Mulali, do you have a monkey cap? Alan has never heard of a monkey cap. It is 10 degrees going down to 7. So it is that cold. It is going down to 7. It is very, very cold. Hands are freezing. And the wind is, we can't tell you how windy it is. So it's going to be extremely cold, extremely windy. The toss has just happened. We will give you the update. But having said that, just turn this side so that Damini can have a look at the look at how behind me. Just show this way. Just see behind us.
Wow.
Full of fans.
Take a look at all those visuals.
Indian fans have taken over the octagon.
दामिनी, एक ब्रेकिंग न्यूज, दीपक हुड्डा को टीम में शामिल कर लिया गया है। यानी कि आज जो है वो एक ही स्पिनर खेल रहे हैं। मैं आपको टीम बता देता हूँ। रोहित शर्मा, केएल राहुल, विराट कोहली, सूर्य कुमार यादव, दीपक हुड्डा, दिनेश कार्तिक, हार्दिक पांड्या, रविचंद्रन अश्विन, भुवनेश्वर कुमार, अर्शदीप सिंह और मोहम्मद शमी। यानी कि अक्षर पटेल की जगह दीपक हुड्डा को टीम में लिया है और जरूरी है क्योंकि यहाँ पर एक बैट्समैन भी बढ़ेगा और साउथ अफ्रीकन टीम में 4 लेफ्ट हैंडर हैं, जिसकी वजह से रविचंद्रन अश्विन के साथ दीपक हुड्डा एक ऑफ स्पिनर के रूप में भी यूजफुल होंगे। दामिनी
जी बिल्कुल, और इसी मौजूद में थोड़ी सी और बात करते हैं। अमित जी, अभी आपने बताया, बोरियादा ने भी बताया कि बहुत तेज हवा चल रही है। वेलकम देवाशीष, वेलकम टू द शो, वार्म वेलकम टू यू। बहुत जो तेज हवा चल रही है, अभी तक टॉस का एक अपडेट मिलना बाकी है, तो यहाँ पे प्लीज हमें बताइए कि अगर टॉस का डिसीजन जिसकी तरफ जाएगा, जिस कप्तान की तरफ जाएगा, उस कप्तान को क्या करना चाहिए और क्यों, एडवांटेज किस चीज पे ज्यादा मिलेगा, क्योंकि ये पर्थ है।
जी देखिए, यहाँ पर तो अब तक जो है कंडीशंस, अगर भारत ने एक बैटिंग लाइनअप में एक चीजें बढ़ाई हैं, मोहम्मद शामी टीम में शामिल है, मेरे हिसाब से एडवांटेज थोड़ा अफ्रीका को अपर हैंड है क्योंकि अफ्रीका के तेज गेंदबाज जो है भारत की कंपैरिजन में काफी अच्छा कर रहे हैं। लेकिन जिस तरीके से अर्शदीप सिंह, मोहम्मद शमी इन्होंने प्रदर्शन दिखाया, भुवनेश्वर कुमार अगर हवा चल रही है, भूवी भी यहाँ पर यूजफुल होंगे, तो मेरे हिसाब से दोनों ही टीम को सिमिलर एडवांटेज है। जोयदा इसमें थोड़ा ज्यादा बताएंगे, लेकिन उसके पहले देवाशीष जो है वो कुछ कहना चाहते हैं।
I would just like to add, it will be a contest between the South African bowlers, fast bowlers, and the Indian batters. Because see, I would say South African bowler fast bowling group is even more stronger than Pakistan, and India haven't been tested yet.
और देखिए, भारत ने टॉस जीता और पहले बैटिंग करने का निर्णय लिया है और मैंने टीम तो पहले 11 आपको बताई थी, तो इसका मतलब है कि भारत पहले बल्लेबाजी करेगा और दीपक हुड्डा जो है वो टीम में शामिल है अक्षर पटेल की जगह पे।
जी बिल्कुल, एंड बोरियादा, some insights from you maybe, your decision, what you make of this decision by Team India? It's a windy day, it's Perth.
Yeah, I mean, we need to ask Joydeep also. Joydeep, it's so cold, it's so windy. What would you have done? Shubhan also joins us. It's seriously
Welcome,
cold.
gentlemen.
I mean, and
If there's a
Yes,
if there's a man from Oxford wearing a hoodie, and if there's a man next to him who only we needed a Don Bradman for him to make him lose weight, there's some two very special people here. We needed a Don Bradman. He's done some amazing things on a cricket field, but off the cricket field, he's helped Mama lose some weight. Easier said than done.
Mama, what's your take?
Yeah, Jodita, you are seeing me in a new avatar. But as far as the match is concerned, Jodita, as far as the match is concerned,
No, I think on a serious note,
Joydeep,
I think.
and Joydeep, there's the man. There's the man, Alan Mulally, joining the show. We are live.
Welcome, Alan. Hi.
India has won the toss and they are batting first. Is this a right call?
I haven't seen the wicket, but it's going to be cold later on. Bowling second, very cold. But we shall see what happens. I'll just dip out and have a look at the wicket. I'll come back and let you know.
Sure.
I'll do my picture report.
I also feel the Indian batting has not.
I
Hi, Norman. Hi.
500 kilometers. I have just walked 500 kilometers. I've lost 75 kilos.
Okay, so I must give you the story. So Alan was driving us here. We didn't get parking, and the car stopped in the middle of the road. Devashish's camera bag was in the boot, so his heart was in his mouth. Thankfully, Alan's got it. Alan, India made one change. Deepak Hooda playing. South African fast bowlers versus Indian batters. Is that the call?
Yeah, it's going to be a great challenge. But there's one lefty for India I'm looking forward to watching.
Who's that?
You know who he is.
Say.
Got his name.
Arshdeep Singh.
Arshdeep Singh.
Arshdeep Singh is a bowler that emulates what Alan Arshdeep Singh.
Yes, and Alan actually thinks Arshdeep has a great future. His action is similar. Yesterday he was showing us how to bowl, locking his wrists. If you see the masterclass. Joydeep, your question for Alan, if any?
Yeah, I mean, how do you increase pace? You know, Alan, I've seen you bowl for England in county cricket. We're similar age, so we're in the same era. How does an Arshdeep Singh add another maybe 5-7 yards to his bowling? Then he'll be lethal.
So what he's asking is, how does Arshdeep Singh add a few yards to his pace?
It's all about a lot. Well, once it gets strong here in the stomach and the backside, there's a place there called Jacob's Ladder. You'll see it on the websites. We have all the links. It's a hard place to train. It gets you strong and fit. And then you've got to really work on the fast bowlers. Don't use this enough. They think it's all this arm. It's this wrist, this arm, this elbow in here hard, driving the hips through the crease. That quickness there, getting that through quick, and following through. Everything you do, there's a certain guy called Dennis Lilly, bowl a bit. And he said, whenever you do things, exaggerate them. When you exaggerate them, you get them to where they want to be. Those little movements feel like big movements. So exaggerate them, you get them to where they want to be. But pull that in hard, hit through the crease quicker, and head still over your front foot, not towards the wicket. Everything towards the batter. Take all the energy towards the batter.
Perfect. This man could bowl really sharp. I'm from the same era as Alan Mulally, and I've seen him bowl some really fiery spells for England and in county cricket. But I also feel, Alan, is India batting first because they really feel that, okay, let's bat without the pressure of chasing runs. Let us just bat properly, because the Indian batting hasn't really taken off. Rohit is not at his best, KL way behind, Virat is in form, Surya is okay, Dinesh Karthik also not at his best. So do you feel that they feel, okay, let us bat without any pressure instead of targeting?
Joydeep is asking, the Indian batting hasn't yet taken off, but by batting first, are they sort of saying, okay, we'll bat without pressure? Your call.
I would say, not that my attitude is, we're not going to think batting without pressure. We're going to go out there, dominate, get a great score. The ball is in South Africa's court. We've got a very good bowling lineup. Batting second, runs on the board, balls in your court. We're going to bowl out areas. It's up to you. The thing is, with this sort of game and 50 over game, the batters have to score, take chances. When you do that, big chance of getting out. So batting first, I think, good choice. So
Shubhan, before we get in, Damini, I'll ask one more to Alan because there's a huge queue, so we need to go in. Your call.
Yeah,
with
please.
Who's your money on? India, South Africa. Come on, give it to our viewers.
I'm not going to be biased. Well, okay. 1999 semi-final World Cup at Edgbaston, South Africa took the gas. They're quite good at doing that. You've got batters who are waiting to fire, and you're still doing well. They're going to fire. My money's otherwise I get sacked.
I can hear the wind, guys. I can hear the wind.
Yeah.
I can hear the wind.
It's very
windy.
cold. Trust
It's
me,
windy.
it's very, very cold. Honestly cold. We need to go in and find our seats. You guys enjoy the show. Norman, quick comment.
I'm enjoying the whole trip so far, and in particular, this stadium looks like a magnificent stadium. A 40,000 seater full will be exciting, just like the Melbourne Cricket Ground was.
You're looking in terrific shape for somebody who's lost 75 kilos.
See, definitely now today, I think there is a India's batting test, and जिस तरीके से एलन ने कहा है, सेकंड इनिंग में गेंदबाजी करना काफी टफ होगा क्योंकि यहाँ पर हवाएं ज्यादा चलेंगी. तो जो है भारतीय गेंदबाजों का भी आज जो टेस्ट होगा, बल्लेबाजों का तो अभी थोड़ी देर में हो जाएगा। लेकिन एक बात मैं कहूँ, भारतीय टीम की जीत पर पाकिस्तान की जो एंट्री विश्व कप में सेमीफाइनल में जाएंगे कि नहीं, इस पर तय है। तो जितना ही मैच भारतीय समर्थक देख रहे हैं, उससे ही कई ज्यादा मैच जो है ध्यान से देख रहे हैं, वो पाकिस्तान और बांग्लादेश के समर्थक भी देख रहे हैं। तो मतलब इंतजार करिए, मैच शुरू होने का। हम लोग अभी भीतर जा रहे हैं ग्राउंड के अंदर, और मैच के बाद हम सभी एक बार फिर से आप सभी के साथ एक बार फिर से लाइव।
बिल्कुल
जी बिल्कुल, इंतजार रहेगा आप सभी का। बहुत एंजॉय कीजिए अपने आप को, एंड लेट्स होप फॉर अ वेरी गुड गेम ऑफ cricket between two very good sides. And with these thoughts, I'll take this opportunity to be joined by my panelists right now, Jaideep Mukherjee and Shubhan Chakravarti. Once again, a warm welcome to both of you gentlemen. And I'll read out the playing 11s of both the Team India and South Africa. Team India goes first. We have KL Rahul, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Surya Kumar Yadav. Deepak Hooda comes in for Akshar Patel. That's the only major change. We'll have a discussion on this. Hardik Pandya, Dinesh Karthik wicketkeeper, Ravichandran Ashwin, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, Mohammad Shami, and Arshdeep Singh. That's the playing 11 for Team India. And for South Africa, here it goes. Themba Bavuma captain, Quinton de Kock wicketkeeper, Riley Russo, Aiden Markram, David Miller, Tristan Stubbs, Wayne Parnell, Keshav Maharaj, Kagiso Rabada, Enric Nokia, and Lungi Ngidi. He comes in for Tamrez Shamsi. That's the one change made also by South Africa. One change apiece for both teams. Joyda, please give us your thoughts. One change apiece. What do you make of these solitary changes made by both these teams?
Yeah, it's pretty strategic because for India, you want to play another batter, maybe bowls off spin, which is where Huda comes in with so many left-handers.
Yes.
On the other hand, you don't want to give the Indian batters Tabraiz Shamsi. We loves playing the spinners, get another fast bowler in. We haven't seen the pitch, as Alan said earlier in the show, and it's impossible to talk about anything without looking at the pitch. But you don't want to give Indians play spin so well. You don't want to give any extra spinner to them, no matter how good Tabraiz Shamsi is. I think this is a tactical change, and it's one that's horses for courses.
Absolutely. Shubhan, would you like to place any comments as Joyda gave his thoughts about these solitary changes made by both these teams for this match?
I think I completely second that what Joyda just said. Deepak Hooda, you wouldn't want to give Akshar Patel to the flurry of left-handers the South African player, the batting unit has. Otherwise, it would be just bloodshed out there. So I think that's a strategic change. Deepak Hooda, if needed, can chip in with a couple of overs as well. And for South Africa, they backed their pace attack. They saw what Indians did against Tabraiz Shamsi when they visited India in the run-up to the T20 World Cup. So I don't think they would be pretty comfortable in giving Tabraiz Shamsi against the Indian batters, and hence the changes. Straightforward strategic calls.
Absolutely, very strategic changes made by both these teams. Joyda, I need you to answer one technical question with regard to Team India's batting. That is, Team India's top order. Rohit Sharma and KL Rahul primarily are yet to click together as a opening pair and probably put up a strong opening stand and an opening partnership for Team India. Still, though India has won 2 back-to-back games, but the opening pair is still a big concern. Especially with regard to KL Rahul. So, are you satisfied with the fact that KL Rahul is still being continued with as the openers, or would you have said that would you have liked to see somebody else opening?
No, I'm quite happy with KL Rahul being there, because when you have a game-changing player, you give him the extra yard. And, the good thing about T20 is that even with 2 or 3 players out of form in every game, you can still get 180. Because you just need 3 guys to fire out of the 7. Yeah. So if KL Rahul and Rohit fire, then Surya and Dinesh Karthik won't fire because they won't get a chance.
Okay.
So the reason now Virat is doing well and Surya is doing well and anybody else after that is coming in, chipping in, because the top 3 are not doing their job. The top 2 are not doing their job. That's the reason why you have so many batters. So ideally, you want, what is important is for them to be in form. You don't want KL Rahul to not be amongst runs in the last 4 games, because when he comes out to bat in the 5th game, that's in the back of his head. Nobody's feeling it more than him. We are discussing it, everybody.
That's true.
When a player is out of form, Nobody feels it more than the person.
Yeah,
And I've been out of form.
absolutely.
Everybody who's played the sport has been in out of form. So he knows he's out of
Absolutely.
form, but India also knows, and we all know, the day he's back to form, he won't need anybody to win your game. Those are the game-changing players who do not need anybody else to win your game. They can win your game on their own, as does Rohit, as does Virat, as does Surya.
Right.
That's the reason why.
Absolutely.
And if there was another player like that in the reserves as an opener, then maybe that person could have been thought of. Because there is nobody, and I say this with utmost respect for everybody, because there is no player of that caliber.
Yeah.
They're all very good, but he is special. That's the reason why you're going. There'll be one semi-final game or one do or die game. He'll get a 61 ball 91, and
Yeah,
nobody
true.
else has to do anything that day. That's his game.
Right.
And very few players
Absolutely.
can win your game on their own. He's one of them.
Absolutely, absolutely. And taking cue from what Joyda just said, a little bit more on this, Shubhan, I'll come to you. Definitely, there's no doubt how talented a player KL Rahul is. He has time and again proven it. There's no doubt. In recent times, he's going through a lean patch. But, I'm referring to the fact that Team India's opening pair is yet to click together for quite a handsome amount of time to be, able to post a handsome total, perhaps in the power play, and then give it to the middle order of Team India to do the rest of the work. So, do you see, I ask you, do you see KL Rahul perhaps getting that opportunity, since India is batting today first as well, that KL Rahul probably might take this opportunity today to express himself? Maybe he's clicking, and maybe Team India's opening stand beautifully flares up, just like we want them to.
I think coming to the back to the earlier question, I think this Indian team management will back KL Rahul to the hilt. We saw what they
Okay.
did with Virat Kohli. They will back him. They backed him, and we saw what Virat Kohli is doing right now. He's in great touch right now, and the same will happen to KL Rahul. We have seen KL Rahul scores heaps of runs in IPL for Indian team, and we know his class. As Joyda said, that he's a match changer. He's a game changer, and you
And
just
also,
can't drop. Haha.
and also,
Yes,
Shubhayan,
Joyda.
very seldom
Huh.
will you find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all in superb form. It'll never happen.
Absolutely. You look at all the
Absolutely.
top teams. You look at England. You
You
look at Australia. You look at
and
Pakistan.
you look at teams the years they've won the World Cup. You look at the India team in 1983. You look at
Right,
the India team in 2011. There were a few players out
right,
of form,
right.
but you couldn't make out because the others were doing the job. In
Absolutely,
1983, one of the greatest cricketers of India was out of form, but it didn't look it.
absolutely.
Because it's a team game for a reason. That same person has won your matches, has saved you matches, has batted out of his skin.
Right,
But it
right.
didn't
Hundred
happen for him
percent.
in that game. That's the reason
Absolutely.
why you play with 7 batters. So let us not spend too much of time on one batter being out of form.
Right.
My worry is more about the batting group.
Hmm.
I don't want
Okay.
Rohit and KL and Dinesh Karthik to be out of form.
Right,
One
Oh,
person being out of form is not a
yes.
problem.
right.
So as a
Hundred
group,
percent.
that brings too much of
Absolutely.
pressure on Virat and on Surya. Two people who are in gun form.
Right,
That's true. That's absolutely
So you want
true.
Rohit to be in decent form, and also form is a level of 1 to 10. Form has a level
right,
of 1 to 10. So 10 is brilliant, one being really out of form. So you can be on 5, 6 also. You're doing the job. You've
right,
got 30
right,
balls,
Yeah,
right,
38, 42.
right.
But
yeah,
you
true.
have a couple of guys who are 8, 9, couple of guys who are 6, 7, couple of guys who are 3, 4. That does the job. No problem.
Right. Hundred
Absolutely.
percent.
Absolutely. Very true. Joyda, now let's shift the discussion, our point of view towards South Africa. This entire group, which Team India is playing, the only team which, everybody had talking that the toughest challenge would be South Africa. And today is the day they lock horns with South Africa. South Africa, of course, that game against Bangladesh got washed out, but take a look at what they did. Riley Russo was fantastic. He was the first centurion, and then suddenly we are getting too many centurions. So do tell us, how should Team India's mindset be? Because South Africa are a gun side. They are having a pace attack, which is absolutely dreadful right now. I'll come to the Pacers, but what should be the mindset?
No, I think these are two gun teams playing against each other. So I don't think
Right.
anybody needs to worry about which players are in the hut. It's about how you play today. It's about which players are turning up today. And as I always keep saying, and I say this like a broken record, a game is between ball and bat. So how our bowlers bowl will depend how the batters bat.
Right.
When somebody says, I've got 100, I said, who were the bowlers in the opponent? When somebody said, I've got 5 wickets, who were the batters in the opponent? Just getting the wickets
Right.
doesn't matter. So similarly, in this also, I think with India's bowling, with the longer boundaries, if somebody gets a 60 ball 100, then that innings is of the highest quality because it's against a very
Yes.
good, potent bowling attack.
True.
Right.
And that's what this game
Yes.
is all about. Sometimes you can doff your hat and say, well done, because it's a game of skill. And on a
Right.
given day, between two teams which are evenly placed, if one team beats the other because the skill set is better, you just doff your
Right.
hat and say, well done, we'll be better
True.
next time.
Right.
It's not always you lose
Absolutely.
a game. There are times when others win a game also.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we're talking a bit more about South Africa. Shubhayan, South Africa's deadly pace attack. Kagiso Rabada, Henrik Nokie, Wayne Parnell, and now in comes Lungi Ngidi.
Hmm.
This pace attack is the talking point of South Africa in this World Cup. They are being dreaded because of this pace attack. So with Team India opting to bat first in this game, how would you say their batting approach should be, because it's extremely windy,
Hmm.
probably you would say, and Perth has been kind to the pacers more as compared to the spinners. So what do you think, how should the approach of the Indian batters be?
We just saw what Haris Rauf did to Basde Leader.
Yeah,
He just bowled a
absolutely.
bouncer and he was retired hurt. So that's the kind of pace which this Perth pitch supports. Optus Stadium. It's not as quick as the
Absolutely.
Waka was, but yes, it is still one of the fastest tracks in Australia. And I'm absolutely looking forward to watching like Andik Nokia Rabada against KL Rahul and Rohit Sharma. Both the batters love good carry, good bounce, and we know what Rabada and Nokia can do with their 150 clicks. So it's going to be an
Absolutely.
enticing battle. And right now, if you have to take my opinion regarding the South African pace attack, it is the best in this World Cup. At this moment, we can talk about Pakistan's attack,
Absolutely.
but collectively as a group, the kind of variety they have, swing bowler, hit the deck hard bowler, good variation bowler, they have everything. They have the entire package when it comes to the bowling unit. And Keshav Maharaj, we keep on talking about the pace attack, but Keshav Maharaj has been absolutely scintillating since the last 6 7 months with the ball, and one of the leaders of that pack. So keep an eye on Keshav Maharaj as well, because you never know when the spin traps comes into the play.
And Shubhayan,
Absolutely.
you made a great
Yes.
point with the fast bowlers of South Africa. Also, their
Hmm.
height makes a lot of difference.
Yes,
When we as
absolutely.
batters
Absolutely.
play a fast bowler, so I play Mohammad Shami, I know what it's going to
Hmm.
come, and then I play a taller bowler with the same pace. It's totally different. So for us
Ronaldez
True.
Bose and
batters,
Mohammad Shami, two completely different bowlers because of their
yeah,
height.
but Ronaldo Bose was slower
Huh,
than
huh.
Mohammad Shami. But
Yes,
the bounce he got was more because it's
yes,
science. It's where he's releasing
yes,
the ball from. It's physics.
absolutely.
But you made a great point about the spinners coming in. Now New Zealand, Ish Sodhi and Mitchell Santner, how good have they been as a group?
Absolutely. Brilliant,
You
brilliant.
know,
Top class.
every spinner has struggled more or
Unbelievable.
less. Some of the more well-known spinners have struggled. Aksa went for 22 in that one game, and look how
Hmm.
these two have done. New Zealand quietly keeps doing the job, very quietly under the radar. No stars, no mega stars, just keeps doing the job. Trent Bolt,
Hmm.
100 from Phillips, couple of wickets from the spinners. Not just the way they've bowled, how they've got wickets, they've kept the runs down. It's not easy out there because everybody's getting after the spinners because the fast bowlers are difficult to get by. So everybody sees the
Right.
spinners and wow, yeah, time to make
Yeah.
merry. And you have not been able to make merry. So
Right.
huge credit to them. Sometimes they're under the radar because you talk about Trent Bolt and this and that,
Uh,
and suddenly they come as a pair, 8 overs, what, 48 runs, 4 wickets between them. You've done the job for your
yep.
team in the middle.
Yep.
Superb.
Yep.
Very true. Very true. And the teams are already out singing their national anthems, taking pride in representing their country. So let's take this moment as we are moments away from the commencement of this game to talk about matchups and your respective player of the matches. First, Joyda, then Shubhayan.
Yeah, I think mine is an easy one. I think that it is the South African bowling fast bowlers against the Indian batters. I think if we are after 6 overs, 40, 42, 45 for 1, we're okay.
Okay.
Okay. And my
Okay.
player of the match, my two players, you always know that doesn't change.
Yes, of
Surya and
course.
Hardik.
Of course. But Joyda, just tell me, Shubhan, I'll come to you.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
happens if someday, either of your player of the matches don't click?
If either of them don't click, I'm okay with that. For me, the team clicking, picking a player in the beginning is just as much of a lottery as any, because I don't know whether he'll get to bat. I don't know whether he'll get to bowl. Maybe, Huda will come and bowl 3 overs for 14 runs and pick 3 wickets, and he
Yeah.
might not get a proper bowl.
Yes,
So sometimes who you pick, except the opening batters or the opening bowlers, but I go with them because I feel they hold the balance of the team. Hardik holds the balance of the team with ball, with bat. He also bats at 5-6, where you can control the game. You
And
can
consistency
join-
as well?
Yeah, and you can join the party if need be. You can make a party of your own. If your team is 110 for 4, you can make a little party towards the end. If you're 140 for 3, you can go and join that party. So they have that capability to join the mode of play.
Right.
And Surya also does.
Absolutely.
And these are game-changing players. See, Rohit, Virat, we know they're at the top. They're the ones who are expected. Tomorrow Virat gets 70, say that's what he's there for. But Hardik doesn't get 43 balls when it's 1 down. He gets it when it's 4 down. So the heat is on.
Absolutely. And Shubhan, on an ending note.
I'll go with Ravichandran Ashwin versus Quinton de Kock as my matchup player. That's I think
Nice.
India. I think
That's a
India are
nice
going to
one.
bring in. I think India are going to bring in Ashwin in the power play today. Given how
No carom ball, only off spin today.
only off spin, no carom ball, no need of carom ball actually. And when it comes to man of the match, I think I'll go with Rohit Sharma this time.
Nice.
Even Shubhan has a fixed player, I guess. He
What about
No,
you?
I
just
picked up
shifts between
KL.
Rahul
I
and
picked up
Rohit
KL
Sharma.
Rahul
What about
last
you?
time.
Damini,
What about
you?
me? What about me? I am spoiled for choices. I just want Team India to put up a very good collective performance, all-round performance, and just win, because this is
Diplomatic
their
answer.
toughest.
Diplomatic
Yes,
answer.
toughest class.
No problem. Next game, we'll also say the same. No problem.
Same. We
No,
have
you
the
don't do
template now.
that. You are the panelist. You're supposed to answer. Okay, so these thoughts, we come to the end of this pre-match show between this very, very important and tough clash between two very good sides, India and South Africa. And ladies and gentlemen, you were hearing my panelists, Joydeep Mukherjee and Shubhan Chakravarti. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining and sharing your thoughts with us. Enjoy a good game of cricket. Let's meet in the post-match show and take care of yourselves. Thank you so much.
Thank you.